Early 2026 saw a surge of U.S. government action on critical minerals and mining. This includes the creation of a mineral stockpile and a multilateral effort, Project Forge, to develop a trading bloc for critical minerals. This relates to the Arctic region because the Arctic is one of the last global resource strongholds. It's one of the last places on the planet that hasn't seen really intensive mining activity and industrial activity. While there are significant mines in the Arctic, including in Alaska, in Canada, in Russia, in parts of Scandinavia, there hasn't yet been really sort of a sustained, broad effort to extract Arctic minerals. And that's because there are some significant obstacles to mining in the Arctic. That includes the harsh climate, lack of infrastructure, large distances, and those obstacles have historically held back mining activity as there's sort of a price premium that companies have to pay for operating in the Arctic region. However, there's some really significant advantages to mining in the Arctic. From a North American perspective, those are short supply lines, and in most parts of the Arctic, there are high regulatory standards, both social and environmental. While that can raise upfront costs, it does mean that downstream consumers can feel confident that they are purchasing products with a strong social and environmental license. There is probably nowhere else in the world where indigenous communities have as much control over mining projects as you might see in the Arctic region. And around most of the Arctic, the US has close relationships with stable, high-functioning governments, which brings predictability, and that's really important because mining is a long-term industry. Mining companies are making bets that they're going to be developing and operating mines for decades. Going forward, I think we're going to continue to see high interest in Arctic minerals. I think the kind of policy innovation that we're seeing now will help us develop mining across the Arctic region that will help us meet this need for critical minerals. So I would say that I'm cautiously optimistic, and I would say this is a space to watch. The conversation around critical minerals in the Arctic is just beginning. Visit wilsoncenter.org and follow us on social media to stay engaged with the latest research and perspectives.